Hello, my name is Doug with Dragonhaus. Thank you for purchasing our rack. We're going to be doing a build video today to show you how to assemble pretty much any rack we offer. They all have the same concept. Here's a completed one. First off, you'll have your two side panels, your toe kick, and your top. You can start with the top, you can start with a toe kick. Either way, it will provide you with a structure to install the shelves. Once those parts are together, all you have to do is slide the shelves in, screw them, secure them, put the heat tape in, and screw the back on. And let's get started. So first off, we'll be setting up our side panels here, our toe kick and our top to set up the structure for assembly. Here on the side panels you will see grooves. Your shelves will slide in there. Also up front on the side panel is where the toe kick sits. So we will start there. The toe kick sits right in that slot and screws in. I am screwing the side panels into the toe kick to provide the base structure. When you receive the rack, everything will be pre-drilled. All you will have to do is set it together and insert the screws. This part right here can be tricky, so if you decide you want to have help for it, there's nothing wrong with that. Balance. Once you have that set, you can set it on its face. It'll line up a lot easier. Alright, so far we have attached the toe piece, the toe kick to give the front structure. Now we are installing the top. It will sit into the groove and you'll just screw it in through the provided hole. Repeat on the other side. Alright, now that the top and toe kick are on, we can move to the shelves. Alright, just to recap, first phase, you will attach the toe kick here, 2 screws each side, it inserts into the slot. Then you will install the top and screw it in all the way along the edge. Most important thing to remember is make sure that front is flush, or you will have a crooked rack. Alright, for our next step, we will be inserting the shelves. As you can see, there is a recess in the shelf itself for the heat tape to sit in. This provides not only a smoother ride for the tub when you're taking it out, putting it back in, it also gives an air gap for the heat tape so it does not contact the tub directly. As you can see, this one has a groove as opposed to the rest. They do not. That is your probe slot. It will match up to a hole in the back panel where you put your probe through and insert underneath the heat tape. So we're going to start out with the bottom shelf, one without a probe hole. And you will just insert it into these grooves. They just slide in. Now, as I said before, making sure the front is lined up is your #1 priority. So you'll take that, bring it right up to the front, put your first screw in. Then you'll repeat that process all the way up the rack to the top shelf. So when you come to the middle shelf, this is where the thermostat probe will go. So you just make sure that you put that probe slot in line with the hole on the back panel. Most of the time it will be in the middle. Alright, shelves are all in, you now have a mostly functional rack. Alright, just for recap, we started out by installing the side panels to the toe kick and the very top first. That gives you your basic structure. Then we inserted our shelves one at a time, starting with it upside down, going from the top shelf, working our way to the toe kick. And remember, look at the back, this probe hole, this probe slot needs to line up with the hole drilled in your back panel. so you can put your probe in underneath the heat tape. Hello again, we moved over here for convenience and so you can see the actual install of the heat tape in detail. So each rack will come with a heat tape set with aluminum tape to go along with it. You will start off in the top shelf. It'll just make it easier for you. You'll bring it up, drop it into that groove, and tape it down. This is the aluminum tape. All you do is you peel it back, bring it inside the shelf to the heat tape, and secure it down. Alright, now that you have your heat tape in, you will notice there are notches cut in these. That is for your wiring to go through. You'll take a little piece of this aluminum tape, you'll put your wire in that slot and tape it in. That will hold it nice and neat, won't catch on our tub. Easy peasy. Now that we have the rack assembled, heat tape in, it's time to put the back on. It will line up. That probe hole right here will line up with that slot. So you'll put it up against and just screw it in. And there you have it, a fully built FB70 5-level rack.